Hey champions, welcome back to another Sideline Strategy of the Week. This week, Savannah Warbington, Customer Success Architect, is here to talk through a common question she gets: how to use the ownership alignment automation rule to ensure that ownership of records is consistent across your CRM and SalesLoft. So, Savannah, welcome to Sideline Strategy. Thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Brenya. Excited to be here to talk about automation in SalesLoft, as I think it's a huge bit of the platform to streamline processes for not only admins, but users. And then specifically today, we're talking about ownership alignment between your CRM and SalesLoft, as we want to just make sure that what you're doing in your CRM to set ownership is pulled then into SalesLoft without having to manage that on the SalesLoft side as well. So this is to truly just make sure we're taking away manual tasks from you and making sure your data is looking good across the board. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I've pulled up here my automation rules. As you can see, I've already built them out, but we're going to build them out again together so you know exactly how to set this up. And one thing I want to call out here is that I have essentially two automation rules to make sure the SalesLoft owner is matching to your CRM owner. And the reason being is that we want to create one rule for your people, but also for your accounts. So this helps ensure that ownership is aligned for all records in the system as you're updating that in your CRM. So let's go through to how to create this. So we're going to create a new rule here, and essentially you'll just name it whatever you would like. I'm just going to name it, I like to be detailed, and then for this to highlight which object that I'm referencing for ownership. And then we'll go into the trigger. So the trigger for this when we're matching SalesLoft ownership to your CRM is this person update for when a person changes. The when a person changes trigger is looking at any sort of change in the platform. So this could be on any field. So it's really broad. And this is the correct trigger to use here, as even though the change that is happening is in your CRM, what happens is that when you update your CRM owner, that is syncing to SalesLoft through your field configuration, which is then creating a change in SalesLoft. From there, we want to specify what change we're looking for. So since this is looking for any change on a person, the criteria is really important. So that way you know when this role fires, we're only looking for it to fire when that owner changes. So the field that you'll pull through here is owner CRM ID, and we're going to pull through that twice. So owner CRM ID here, and we're looking for two different changes. So the owner CRM ID is set is going to be the first type of change, as that is looking for when that owner field is initially being set upon import. So it's going from no value to a value. And then the other type of change we're looking for is the owner CRM ID has changed. So this is looking for when the CRM owner has changed from one user to another, and we're covering all bases. Once we have these set up, you'll then want to make sure your operator here is changed to or. So that way we're looking for either the owner ID changing or is being set, or the owner CRM ID has changed. And then the last thing, all you need to do is set the action, which is fairly straightforward here, is to set SalesLoft owner to CRM owner. And that's it. So really straightforward rule. You just need a little bit of criteria, and moving forward, when that CRM owner changes or is set, we will align it to your SalesLoft owner accordingly. And then you'll enable it here and click save. And then for your accounts, you're going to essentially do the same thing. So we're going to create new rule and exactly mirror what I just did, name it. And the only difference here really is just the trigger. So you're looking at the account update trigger when an account changes. So we're looking for that object and then setting that exact criteria. So we're looking for owner CRM ID again for both, changing that to is set, has changed, switching this to or, and then same exact action is available here. Set SalesLoft owner to CRM owner, enable the rule after saving, and click save. And once you have those, they'll be at the bottom, but you can move them up as needed. But you have both your rules created, and moving forward, all ownership in SalesLoft will update to match your Salesforce ownership as those change.
That's great. We love anything that helps streamline workflows. So, Savannah, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it. I know customers will be excited to have this question to refer back to, or the answer rather. So, champions, if you have questions for Savannah, please make sure to drop them in the comments so she can get back to you. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks, everyone.